Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about the DNA fingerprinting. Actually, DNA fingerprint, what we should know, what is the objective of this DNA fingerprinting? So, we make a DNA fingerprint to identify a particular person. Whether it is in the forensic studies also, to identify a criminal, or in the paternity dispute also we can use this DNA fingerprint. Okay, but question is, what is the principle of this DNA fingerprint? How to do this DNA fingerprint? How to make DNA fingerprint? So what first of all we should know about its principle. Actually, we know that 99.9% of DNA of all the human beings is same. So 99.9% of base sequence among humans is same. So there is only 0.1% DNA that shows variation or differences. Means this 0.1% DNA sequence or base sequence of DNA that shows variation. This variation is also called DNA polymorphism, and these variations make each individual unique. So these variations makes every individual unique in their physical or phenotypic appearance, we can say. And on the basis of these differences only we can differentiate between the two individuals. Because the part of the DNA, maximum part of DNA is the same in all the individuals. Then on the basis of that same part, same base sequence, we cannot differentiate or identify a particular individual. So we use only that part or that segment of DNA that shows the variation. Because this is the variation or polymorphism in DNA that helps us to identify a particular person. So DNA fingerprint is very quick method, quick technique to compare the DNA of any two individuals, suppose Mohan and Sohan. So if you want to compare the DNA between two individuals, we can use the DNA fingerprint. So, and what actually in DNA fingerprinting, what occurs? It involves identifying differences in some specific regions in DNA. This DNA fingerprinting involves identifying differences in some specific regions in DNA sequence, and that specific region is used in the DNA fingerprint is also called repetitive DNA, because that repetitive DNA sequence consists of many repeated units of the same base sequence. Means a small segment of DNA or a small stretch of DNA repeated many times, 100 to 1000 times. And that portion or that region of the DNA is called the repetitive DNA. In repetitive DNA also there are the different regions, that is called the satellite DNA. And satellite DNA shows very high degree of polymorphism, means shows a high degree of variations among the individuals. So in DNA fingerprinting, this satellite DNA is the portion that can be used because it shows the high degree of variation, high degree of DNA polymorphism. So that segment, that satellite DNA, that also a part of repetitive DNA, that can be used in the DNA fingerprint. That portion we can use. This satellite DNA also different types on the basis of composition. Like suppose the area is rich in adenine thymine or area is rich in cytosine guanine. So on the basis of composition or length of segment, length of DNA, or we can say that the number of repetition, number of repeated units So on the basis of composition, length, number of repeats, there are the different types of satellite DNA. That may be microsatellites, means consist of a small base sequence. That may be mini satellites that consist of some more base sequence. So mini satellites mainly consist of 11 to 60 base pairs, base segments, and repeated many times. And this mini satellite is used in the DNA fingerprint because it is found that this satellite DNA shows very high degree of polymorphism. Means the number, especially number of repeats, varies person to person. And on the basis of that copy number or the repeat number, how many times it is repeated, we can identify a particular person or individual. Because suppose the same segment, same satellite DNA, same mini satellite in one person repeated 10 times, in another person it is repeated 11 times, same segment, same area, same region, that create the variation. And we know that this variation is the natural phenomena in all sexual reproducing organisms. Variation occurs. This variation also occurs due to mutations that we have studied in the earlier chapter, that the chromosomal mutation, gene mutation, point mutation that occurs due to the deletion of segment or deletion of nucleotide or insertion of nucleotide. The different kinds of mutations occurs, and these mutations create variation or polymorphism in DNA or variation in DNA. And because the mutation is inheritable, it passes generation after generation and it go on accumulating, means generation after generation variation go on accumulating, means amount of variation increases. And it is found that this repetitive DNA part, repetitive DNA sequences shows a high degree of variation or polymorphism, because most of the variations or mutations accumulated in this region. So satellite DNA is also a part of repetitive DNA sequences that is used in the DNA fingerprint because that shows the high degree of polymorphism. So number of repeats varies from person to person. Even the number of repeats varies from chromosome to chromosome. Even the two homologous chromosomes, the number of repeats of the same segment varies, because we know that the 50% chromosomes is the maternal, means comes from the mother, 50% is parental, that comes from the father, means 50% DNA is the maternal, 50% is parental. And in both mother and father there are the different kinds of mutations already accumulated generation after generation. So even the two homologous chromosomes, that one is maternal, another is the paternal, in same area, same segment, it shows the variable copy number, means the variation in the satellite DNA. Means in maternal chromosome the same segment is repeated 5 times, while in the paternal chromosome the same segment that is repeated 6 times or 7 times. So even homologous pairs of chromosomes shows this polymorphism or variation in this satellite DNA or this portion of DNA. Now we will talk about L.S. Jeffrey. He was the first person. L.S. Jeffrey initially he developed a technique for DNA fingerprinting. The L.S. Jeffrey initially developed a technique for the DNA fingerprinting, and he used a satellite DNA as a probe. Probe means for the identification of a particular person. He used a satellite DNA as a probe, and that satellite DNA is also called VNTR, means the variable number of tandem repeats. Because that satellite DNA or mini satellite, or we also say variable number of tandem repeats or VNTR, shows the high degree of polymorphism, means variation in number of repeats from person to person. So that segment, that DNA, that satellite DNA, that is also called VNTR, used by L.S. Jeffrey as a probe, or probe means for the identification tool to identify a particular person or to make a DNA fingerprint. So VNTR is the segment of DNA that shows a high degree of polymorphism, that a small segment of DNA tandemly repeated, means suppose AUCG, 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 AUCG repeated many times, tandemly repeated, that is called the VNTR, and it shows the great variation in the DNA from one person to another person. The number of VNTR or number of repeats varies person to person, even chromosome to chromosome it varies. So that is used as a probe or as an identification tool. Now we will talk about the complete procedure. What is the procedure of this complete process? First, we take the sample. So for the sample we can use any cell of the body. Suppose from the crime cell there is a hair. So from the hair follicle also we can use the cell. So suppose at the crime scene there is a blood spot, from there also we can take the cell, or from the saliva, from the skin cells, from the semen, or any kind of, because all the cells of the body shows the same degree of polymorphism, because all cells derived from the single cell, that is the zygote cell. So DNA passes from cell to cell in all the body cells. So all the cells of the body shows the same degree of polymorphism in that VNTR or that segment. So we can use any cell of the body as a sample. Then we isolate the DNA or chromosomes from that cell by the process, that is the ultracentrifugation. Refrigerated, high-speed refrigerated ultracentrifugation machine separates the DNA from the cell or chromosomes from the cell, and then we take this separated DNA. Then the next step is the fragmentation of the DNA, means to cut the VNTRs from the DNA in different segments, different fragments. For this fragmentation we can use the different enzymes, that is called the restriction enzymes, and that enzymes cut the DNA in different fragments, and then this fragmented DNA cuts the DNA in different VNTRs. Now it is used for the DNA fingerprint. Thank you. We will talk in the next video.